Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel for another live show as we look ahead to this weekend's game. The international break's over and, well, it's going to be relentless, isn't it, now until March, when the next international break is. So, yeah, this is where the games really start racking up, obviously, especially, over the next few weeks, and they're playing those, obviously, the game in hand as well that we've got. And then Christmas, we're now busy Christmas as well with the fixture list. So, but yeah, obviously I was going to do this last night, my preview show, but I just felt I didn't really feel up to it last night. To be honest, I just didn't really feel up to it. So I thought I'd do this a bit earlier today because, obviously I know I do it in the evening usually, but I just thought, you know what, let's do it this afternoon, and because I was meant to do it last night. So we hope everybody's well and welcome in. Let's say a few of those before we get into the preview for this weekend's game. Josie Senior says, hello, Ryan, how are you? Yeah, I'm all right. I'm all right, thanks. Just keep going, don't we? But yeah, hope you're well, Joseph. Welcome in. Ian says, hi, mate. Hope you're okay. Yeah, big up to you, Ian. How are you doing, mate? Welcome in. As always here. And yeah, make sure you do drop a like on the video if you can, guys, and be much appreciated. It does help with the video as well. But yeah, sorry about that, guys. But yeah, big up. Thank you for that. What's everyone's score prediction? We will do our score predictions at the end, but thank you, Wayne. I can see Josh has put his score prediction in as well, but we usually do that at the end. But yeah, big hello, Price. I'm all, well, like I said, we just keep going, don't we? Up and down, really. But I'm doing all right, I guess. But yeah, hope you're well as well. Too. But anyway, let's get stuck in to the preview then this weekend. Then, so obviously Charlton visit the John Smith Stadium tomorrow afternoon. Like I say, international break, so thank goodness. So we trail the playoff place at the moment by 3 points. So the visitors are four more points behind after their dip in form recently. But right, I'll answer this question before we go into the actual preview. But yeah, thanks for this, Price. What are your thoughts to the new fan zone? Yeah, I mean, obviously it looks good. I think it's something that we've needed, and yeah, no, I really like it. I really like it. I'm actually being. Obviously, I know they did one of those evenings, didn't they, the other day, where they invited fans down, and obviously some players were there. Obviously, a bit of a Q&A, but yeah, no, it looks really good. And it's something we needed because obviously, you know, at the start of the season, obviously the fan zone it was pretty rubbish, wasn't it? Really, we didn't really have one. So yeah. But yeah, what are your thoughts on it, and what is everybody else's thoughts on the fan zone as well? Let me know. Will you be going? Yeah, probably, but I don't know. I don't know when. But I might take it a visit. Might make a visit at some point. I went to the evening videos on my channel. Oh, is it? I'll have to check that out then. But yeah, no, it looked a good night anyway. But yeah, I didn't go. Anyway, let's get into it then. So the opposition, let's focus on our opponents, Charlton Athletic first. Now, like I said, they'll be looking to try and get back in that top 6 Charlton if they can. Like I said, obviously wanting to really push for promotion back to the Championship under the management of Nathan Jones, who we don't really have good history with. I'm sure we all agree. Not a very likable person, I would say, and obviously said a few words about us as well in the past. And yeah, we don't particularly like him. He's a bit of a divisive figure, isn't he? Really. But yeah, obviously he's at Charlton. He's enjoyed a good start to the campaign. 12 points from their first 6 outings, but they have since added just 7 more points to that tally in 8 further attempts. So they're in a really bad run of form at the moment. They've suffered 3 straight defeats across late September and early October. Those points came in a 4-match unbeaten streak for Charlton last month, beating leaders Birmingham City and sharing the points with Stockport County, Barnsley and Wrexham. A trip to Exeter then followed before the November international break, and Charlton failed to make it 5 games unbeaten, instead seeing a league winless streak stretched to 4 matches in a 1-0 defeat. Obviously, now they return to league action. They are 13th at the moment on the back of a 1-0 EFL Trophy win over Bromley last week. So Charlton obviously will be looking to bounce back in the league and try and close that gap on the playoff spots that they're currently at. They're currently 7 points away. Charlton will be a tough test. Nathan Jones will have them very well organised. Yeah, it will be tough. It will be tough, absolutely. Now, let me know your players to watch, because I'm going to go through a few of mine. My first player has to be Matty Godden, who I really do like. I think he's a good player. He's a striker. Scored 4 goals in the league so far, with a further 2 coming in the cup competitions for them. And, of course, might be known to a lot of people when he played with Coventry, where he spent 5 years there, helped them win the League One title in his first season. Full of experience, holds the ball up well, and like I say, if you give him a good chance, or he gets a good chance, he'll take it. So for me, Matty Godden, and I've just realised I haven't put the banner on that I usually put on anyway. It's there now. But yeah, Matty Godden's my first choice that we're gonna have to look out for. Second one, is Miles Learburn, who again is a striker. He usually partners Godden up front. Has 4 goals to his name as well this season. Learburn obviously is one that's come through the academy at Charlton. Still very young, only 20. And but look, he's come through the academy, and I think he's a really impressive player. From what I've seen, I do think he's a really good player, and he's still developing. And I think if he keeps working, I think he can become a really, really even better player than he is right now. But like I said, his attributes probably say, like I say, he's got good strength about him. Definitely, athleticism as well, as you can expect at that age. Very good at holding the ball up, linking up with his teammates, and like I say again, another one that if he does get a good chance, you can definitely think that he's going to be putting a ball in the back of the net. And he's quite tall as well, and he's quite a tall lad as well. So yeah, got that physical presence up there as well. Blue Terry says Matty Godden, Connor Coventry, that player who doesn't know, Alan Campbell. Yeah, thank you for those, Blue Terry. I appreciate that. My other players that I've kind of picked out here is Greg Doherty, who is the captain, plays in central midfield, and it would be a good battle in there, won't it, between him and maybe the likes of Kusumu. But he's obviously the standout leader in the team for them, and obviously plays a key role in that midfield. Alan Campbell, same as one with Blue Terrier, put this as well. But I think Alan Campbell again, he just plays he plays just behind the strikers as support, and obviously tries to kind of play those through balls through to the strikers as well, to get on the end of them. So yeah. I'm going to be looking out for him. Now, I haven't actually mentioned Luke Berry, who again has done well, but I'm not going to keep mentioning those names. But Luke Berry and Matty Godden have been the main goal threat for Charlton this season, with 4 goals apiece, as well as Learburn. Charlton have not been particularly high scoring, with just 15 goals in their 14 games to date. But they've conceded the same number, so that's pretty respectable, a defensive record. But yeah, they're not they don't score many goals, so that suggests to me that maybe their creativity isn't that great, because they have got the strikers up there. Because like I say, with Matty Godden, Learburn, Berry, they've got players that can score, but clearly not getting enough chances to be able to score more than they have done so far. But yeah. So their predicted lineup, or their possible lineup, should I say, is Maynard Brewer in goal. Mitchell, there's 2 Mitchells. 2 Mitchells in the defence, Gillespie, Edwards, Doherty, Coventry, Berry, Campbell, Gordon, and Leoburn. So probably that's going to be the lineup. They have got a few players missing, to be fair, Charlton. I don't think they're going to be ready, but I do like that Chuks Eneke. I think he's a very good player, but he's still coming back from injury, so I don't think he will be available. But yeah, no, but that's Charlton's perspective. That's what I think of Charlton. They're not to be taken lightly. They're a good side. And like I say, it's going to be hard to break down. It's going to be hard to break down a Nathan Jones side. They're always quite stubborn opponents. But we've got to have faith in ourselves that we can actually do something in this game because we are at home. Wonder if Reg will get a good reception. Does he play for Charlton? Forgot. I did. For me, that I've actually forgotten. That's bad, isn't it? Anyways, let's get into our perspective. Because but I forgot that. Now you've said it, I think I kind of realised that. Yeah, he did go there, didn't he? He probably will. Obviously one of our academy players. But yeah. But let's have a look at our opposite. Like I say, we're looking to extend our 5-game League One unbeaten streak in this game. So they moved back within touching distance of the playoff places after a difficult run across, obviously, September and early October. 4 straight defeats left us on 12 points from 9 games. But since then, obviously, we've put 3 victories and 2 draws on the board in 5 further attempts. So, winning October with home wins over Barnsley, Bristol Rovers, and Exeter City, alongside a draw with Wrexham. Also, then, as we know, we obviously followed that up with a FA Cup exit at the hands of Tamworth, a shock exit. And then, obviously, we struggled against Crawley Town, the draw in there. When really we should have won that game. That's the reality. Now this result obviously leaves us in 8th place at the moment. Trailing 5th and 6th place Barnsley and Lincoln by 3 points. With 1 game in hand, of course. 4 players Stockport by 4 with 2 in hand. Having most recently obviously we played Man United under 21s in the FL Trophy last week, which was a good win. Now we'll be looking to make it 4 straight home league wins at the weekend, with a chance to move into the top 6 while keeping games in hand if other results go our way. So yeah, like I say, it's a big game, isn't it, this weekend? Now, so we'll look at the comments. Sorry, I'll go back to your other comment first. Nathan Jones to get some boost from our fans tomorrow. Yeah, I mean, he will get a bit of a frosty reception, I can imagine. Because like I said, I think when you have a manager that comes out and says the things that he's done in the past about us and just being really disrespectful towards us, I think fans never forget that. So, yeah, he definitely will be getting a frosty reception. Charlton, no Mugs, the instance, to be honest, because they managed to beat Birmingham. Yesterday I was at home, but they will still beat a good Birmingham side. They're no Mugs. No, they're no Mugs at all. But I just, I do expect a really good game, a really tough game. But yeah, thank you for that. Now the team news, we've got quite a good bit of. We've got quite a good. Let's try again. We've got quite a good. Let's try again. We've got some very good news on the injury front, haven't we? Obviously, we have had quite a few injuries, but Michael Duff did say there's no new injury concerns to report of the international break, but also there's a few players back on the grass, not full contact yet, but still back on the grass. So Hogg is back in full training and available for selection this weekend, so he's back, Jonathan Hogg. Joe Hodge, Lasse Sorensen, Lee Nichols, and Radinho Balka are all back on the grass for individual trainings, but are not yet involved in full contact sessions. That means all four, obviously, they're on the comeback trail now. And when they get back on the grass, even if it is individual, they're really pushing to get close now. And then obviously, when they get into full contact, then that's when they'll start. Obviously, that's when they'll start really being ready to be around the squad again. In terms of match day, Anthony Evans, though, is still out, had a toe injury, and he's out of training altogether at the moment. So yeah, but good to see, because things with Hodge, like Hodge, for me, he was starting to find his rhythm, but then he got injured. So I'm glad that he's coming back. Sorensen, obviously, we know how he's an important player, whether defensively he's a bit shaky a lot of the time, but he's still been a good player for us this season. And he gets the good ball in the box as well. Nichols, obviously, our goalkeeper number one, but he's not going to just come straight back in once Chapman's doing well. So he's going to have to fight for his place, Nichols, as well. Balka, look, whenever we've seen Balka, I've always felt, we've got a good player here. But the problem is, he just can't stay fit. So we haven't seen enough of him to make a proper judgment. But what we have seen of him is some really good moments. And he looks a really good player. But it's just a shame, isn't it? It just depends if he can actually keep him fit now. But hopefully, now his injuries are behind him. Wayne says Wiles and Chrome to score tomorrow. Yeah, look, Wiles, it's a good shout to say Wiles going to score, because obviously he's scoring a lot, isn't he? He's scored a lot so far he's scored quite a few this season. So, yeah. But look, it is that time now where we put our team lineups in the chat and let me know what you think, who you would start tomorrow. And I will go through my lineup first. I'll go through my lineup first, but let me know your lineups in the chat, guys. It'd be good to see a few of yours in the chat, as I always love seeing what you think. Wonder if Radulovic is actually going to run tomorrow. I said it before, Aiden, and I'll say it again. I don't want him ever to put on that town shirt again, personally, because I think he's an absolute disgrace. I think that what we've seen since he's come back is very half-hearted, not getting out of third gear, and then comes out with nonsense in press conference. I'm bored living around Huddersfield. I'm sorry. What? If you're bored, then don't be here then. And if you and like I say, I'm bored of watching him try and play football as well. So yeah, for me, nah, I don't even want to see him tomorrow. To be honest with you, I'm just I don't mind if somebody puts a lot of effort in and does their absolute best, but I just see a player that looks so uncommitted and just looks way off the pace. And he's just not good enough either. He's just not good enough, in my opinion. You need your strikers to really be on it, and you need them to be clinical, and you need them to run, and you need them to lead the line well as well. He doesn't do those things, any of those things. So yeah. But let's have a look then. Let's get my lineup up, and let me know your lineups in the chat, guys. As I said, it'd be good to hear from you. I'm gonna just change the camera angle here so you can see me at the same time instead of just looking at a blank screen. So here is my lineup, and we're going to take the banner off. You can probably see Chapman anyway at the bottom there, but anyway, I'll take it off. So here we are. So Jacob Chapman in goal, indeed. A back three of Pearson, Hellick, and Lonvijk. In fact, I put Pearson and Hellick I meant to put Pearson at the right-hand side, as he usually is, and Lonvijk on the left. But for some reason, I've done them the way around. But anyway, the personnel stays the same. Hellick in the middle. Yeah, obviously Hellick looked good in the EFL Trophy. Got a good amount of minutes under his belt. And he's been training, obviously been training during the international break, working hard as well. And yeah, I'd definitely start him. It'd be good to get him back as well. Obviously he's one of our key players in the defence. and a big player for us. So, yeah, be good to see him get that start in the league tomorrow. Obviously, Kasumu, I expect to just kind of sit there in that midfield, just behind, just in front of the defense, the three central defenders, and yeah, just do what he usually does. Get in people's faces, get tackles in, break up play, and just keep doing what he's been doing because he's looked very good, hasn't he, in League One this season? He looks right at home in League One, really, really effective. And then obviously we've got Miller and Spencer as the wing backs, although Turton could potentially, because I haven't really been impressed with Spencer, to be honest with you, lately. But I don't know, I've just gone with Spencer. But if Turton or Spencer, to be fair, because Spencer hasn't really been that great. Yeah, he's been very poor, in my opinion. And obviously in the middle there, Kane and Wiles. And then Marshall, I want to see start, and Reece Healy as well. So that's my lineup for tomorrow. Let me know what you think of this lineup, but we're going to get into your lineups now anyway. Change it back. There we are. So yeah, that's my lineup for tomorrow, guys. So here we are. So first lineup for Blue Terrier, 3-4-1-2. Chapman in goal. Yeah, Lonvai, Kellick and Pearson. With Miller and Spencer as the wing backs, and Kane, obviously Kasumu in there as well, and Wiles, and then Marshall and Healy up front. Yeah, I mean, it's a good lineup. To be fair, it's the same lineup as me. So yeah, we're spot on. We're on the same page, Blue Terrier, which we usually are. To be fair, we usually are. Like all of us tend to be on the same page, more or less. But yeah, thank you for that, Blue Terrier. Aiden has got his lineup in as well. 4-2-3-1. So you've got Chapman in goal. So you've gone for a back four of Pearson, Hellick, Turton, and Miller. I've done that in a jumbled order there. Kasumu and Kane in the two there. Obviously, one really will just sit there. Obviously, Kane will obviously be able to go forward a bit more, but Kasumu usually just sits there, doesn't he? Sometimes does go forward too, but I mean, like, predominantly, you expect Kasumu to just sit there behind the midfield, just to protect the defence as well. But yeah, Wiles, you've got Wiles in there. Karoma, you're going to start Karoma, and you've gone for Marshall as well. So yeah, no, fair enough. Obviously, Karoma has been working his way back from injury as well, hasn't he? So, but yeah, good lineup. Thank you for that, Aiden. And again, wouldn't mind to see that. Like I say, you've gone for Turton as well there in that defence too. Don't blame you really, because like I said, Spencer has been out of sorts recently. Boo says he won up the chance of Ladava scoring against his old club. Well, to be honest with you, Blue Terry, I wish that was not actually a question that needed to be asked, because Ladapo is a waste of time, not good enough. He's another one that seems he couldn't be more uncommitted if he tried. Looks completely disinterested, way off the pace, doesn't offer anything when he comes on. I just think it's a waste. It's just a waste of money that we've blown on him. And yes, it was a free, but we're still paying his wages. So another incompetent decision from the board to bring him in the first place. And I said it at the time. It was simply a panic buy, not because they thought he was going to be able to score goals for fun this season. It was just a panic buy. And unfortunately, because of the fact a lot of this fan base are happy clapping to the owner, it appeased the fans. Who we've signed another striker. Yeah, but if you think about it, a striker that is not going to offer anything. So what we may as well have not signed him. And I would have preferred to have seen one of the academy lads step up and get given a chance over him. Because at least they might kind of struggle a little bit, but at least they'll give it 110% on that pitch. At least actually, show pride in that shirt. So that's just my opinion. Just a waste of money. And no, I do not think he will at all. He can't hit a barn door, can he? Really? Anyways, my little rant there on that. But look, score predictions time. I know we did have a few score predictions earlier, but I'll say my score prediction first, and then we'll kind of go up to the score predictions that we've already had. And let me know your score prediction, guys, if you haven't already done so. It'd be good to see what you think. But for me, look, I expect it to be a tough game tomorrow. But I do think we'll win the game. I have to always try and be a bit positive, with the result. I think we are at home. That's me. We've got a good home record. And I just think we're going to get the win. Won't be easy, but so for me, I'm going to go for a clean sheet, mate. I'm going to go for a 2-0 victory with goals coming from. I have to go for Wiles again. We have to put Wiles on the score sheet, though, because just seems to, even if he doesn't have the best of games, he still ends up scoring. So I have to put Wiles in there. I think Marshall's due a goal as well. I think Marshall will get a goal. Maybe I'm being brave with the clean sheet there, but I don't know. And Aiden has put his prediction in there. Huddersfield 3-1. So we're going to win 3-1. Wiles, Cromer and Marshalltown. And for Charlton, Godden. Yeah, fair enough. I mean, that's a good scoreline. To be fair, maybe I should have gone with that. Anyways, it's too late now. I've already predicted my line. My prediction. So Wayne has also gone for a 2-0 as well. And Pricey has gone for a 2-1 win for us. So yeah. But yeah, thanks for those. Just scroll down to the bottom somehow. I hate when this. There we are. Let's go down to the bottom there. Let's have a look. Yeah, no more comments anyway. But look. Yeah, so the stage is set, I guess, and we'll see what happens. But I do expect, like I say, we do tend to have more of the ball, and I think be interested to see how Charlton approach the game tomorrow, to be honest with you. Will they come out the blocks early and try and shock us early on? Or will they kind of keep a solid foundation and you know what I mean, and do, go forward a little bit, but don't overly commit? Or will they just kind of sit in there and maybe play on the counter? I don't know. But for me, we just have to focus on ourselves. I want to see us start quickly, get on the front foot early on, and just play forward a bit more. I think it's far too many times to go sideways, backwards too many times for my liking. Needs to be a bit more forward thinking, in my opinion. Not saying go forward every single time, because sometimes you do have to go sideways and backwards. But I think when it gets to the point where you when you sighing and thinking, oh, not again, going backwards again. That's when you're doing it far too much. So yeah, I want to see you just go at them, take the game to them, and use the crowd, use us. We're there. We're there supporting the lads tomorrow. Use us to your benefit and get us off our seats. And of course, we'll respond to that as well, even more so. If you do that, so yeah, that's my thoughts. But to finish, I think that's kind of the preview. But just to finish, I did obviously want to mention, obviously, some news that we had this week, obviously, with the contract situation. Obviously, David Kasumu extending his contract. So I thought that would be a nice point of discussion to finish with. Let me know what you think about that. I'm going to just share my screen. I'm going to go through the article. So obviously, just going to zoom in a little bit as well. Hopefully you guys can see that. Yeah, you can see that, can't you? So, yeah, so look, Kasum obviously extended his contract till 2027. So he's 25 years of age, in midfielder, obviously. Obviously, so he signed for us in 2022. Made 78 appearances in all competitions. Scored a few goals, assisted a couple. They already scored twice this season as well, of course. And still just 25 years of age. So, yeah, kind of coming to his peak, isn't he now, really? 25, 26, 27, whatever. Duff said, I'm really pleased that we extended David's contract, and it's a decision I've been thoroughly supportive of throughout. A hard-working, honest player with huge room to grow. We believe that he can take on additional responsibility going forward whilst becoming an even better player. We've spoken a lot about people making shirts their own this season with good competition with places, and David has done exactly that. His attitude, intensity, and work rate can never be questioned. Yeah, I agree. And while there are areas of his game that we can refine, it's all things we think he's more than capable of learning and taking on board. Entering a really important part of his career, I'm excited to work more with David and do what I can to help him become the better player we're all aware he has the potential to be. So yeah, obviously David Kasumu signing on that dotted line for another year. Let me know your thoughts, guys, on that, by the way. Let me know your thoughts on the contract situation with Kasumu. Obviously, for me, like I said, like Duff already alluded to, but like he said, my thoughts of it is that you can't fault his commitment, work rate. His form's been okay this season, but I think for me, it was obviously obvious, particularly in the Championship, that he can't really control a game at that level because he doesn't seem to have that intelligence and the passing range that's needed at times. A 3-year contract. I mean, look, I love Kasumu, but I just think it's another one where the decision making at the club has to be questioned, and it's just really poor because Kasuma's got the right attitude, no doubt about it, and work rate, no doubt about that, as I said, but he doesn't have the quality at Championship level, which is the level that we are supposedly trying to get back to. Now, a 3-year contract for Kasumu, does it lack ambition? Because, like I said, we want to get back to the Championship, but we are rewarding someone who is only good enough for League One. And the reason I say he's only good enough for League One is because what we've seen of him this season, we have seen the very, very best of him, haven't we? You know, we've seen him really dictate that midfield, you know, really be able to, you know, really good against, you know, obviously the players he's coming up against this level. He looks one of the top players in the league. But when he was in the Championship, he did struggle. So yeah, I'm happy for him, but I'm just not too sure really. Instant brilliant news. That sort of play what gets you off your seat. Yeah, he does. But like I said, if we want to get back to the Championship, is he going to be able to do it in the Championship if we get there? Like I say, he could kind of develop. He could kind of grow a little bit more, but I don't know if I'm being too harsh, but I'm just saying what I see. I really like his characteristics of what he brings as well, though, even if he might not be, you know, at times, still a few things that he can work on. Still think he's got that attitude, that work rate, the commitment as well. He's got all the qualities, and I love to see players like that. He does show pride in the shirt. his injury record, concern potentially, but he seems to be all right. Again, in League One, is he not going to pick up as many injuries? But in the Championship, what's the intensity, the quality is a lot higher, so that's when he was kind of injured a lot. But yeah, I'm not saying I'm unhappy with it, but I'm just saying 3 years, maybe would have liked to have seen him maybe get a 2-year contract with an additional year if it all goes well. Bearing in mind, if we, like I say, I'm just presuming that we will get back up to the Championship. First time I ask him, but it's not going to be as easy as that. And we seem to be way off it at the moment. But yeah, that's why I said a 2-year contract, because obviously in the second year, if he did get back to the Championship, we'd see how he does in the Championship. And if he doesn't, if he struggles again and he's injured a lot, then 2 years, obviously he's going to help us for the rest of the year. 2 years isn't really going to be doing any harm, is it? But yeah, fair play to him. And obviously, the EFL Trophy draw is tonight. By the way, guys, if you've forgotten, these games will be played on the week commencing the 10th of December. Now we know that we will be away from home, so it'll be an away game, and we will take on one of Stockport, Wrexham, Bolton, or Morecambe. And yeah, like I said, the draw will be made tonight in the build-up to the Championship match that's on tonight. I think it's Plymouth-Watford, isn't it, tonight? So probably around 7 o'clock. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see who we get. I know people aren't really bothered about the trophy, but I think a trip to Wembley, you can't buy it. You can't turn down a trip to Wembley, can you? It's one of those. We obviously love going to Wembley, and with town, it's great. So, but yeah, obviously we hope we're there twice if we can. Like I said, the automatics, we're still still our days, but there's already a 7-point gap there. So I don't know, but we need to get some players in January, and we'll see where we are. But playoffs at a minimum, so we could. But if we go all the way in the trophy and we get to the playoff final, I'm getting carried away now. But I'm just saying ifs, buts, and maybes. We might make 2 appearances at Wembley this season, but maybe that's just. But we're in the competition, so it can happen whilst we're in it. So we might as well say it whilst we're in it. My football flag deserves its first trip to Wembley. Yeah, Aidan, I like your flag. I really like your flag. It's really nice. But I think we've kind of wrapped up everything that needs to be said, really, in this preview, and obviously a few other news that we've had this week. Unless anybody else wants to add anything on. Could have a look at the table if you like before we leave. We just zoom in a little bit so we don't. Yeah, let's have a look at the table. Just going to share the screen. So yeah, look, this is the table as it stands then. Obviously, as you can see, obviously a win could take us into the playoff play. Well, a win, depending on results, a win should take us into playoff places, unless Barnsley or Lincoln either draw or win. No, if they lose, then we can get in there. But if they draw, obviously we can't. But yeah, that's the way the team looks at the moment. And like I said, look at the gap now, 7 points between us and second place. So the gap has already opened up. So yeah, let's see what happens this weekend. Let's hopefully you can get back into those playoff places this weekend with a win. Let's stop sharing the screen then. Ian says, what's the updates on the EFL Fantasy League? Yeah, I haven't done an update on that either for ages. Well, I can have a look. I can have a look now. So currently, let me just go on to let's just go on to the, oh my God, I'm doing so badly, guys, on, so, I wish I could share my screen. I can't unless I did it. It's on my phone, you see. But anyway, so the latest is Josh is currently leading the way on 1,007 points. I don't know how he's doing this. Unbelievable. D Mercer is on 961 in second. Another Josh, is in third with 928. I think this is Joseph in fourth with 846. And then I'm fifth. I'm so annoyed. Fifth, guys. 10 points behind fourth, but I can't believe I'm fifth. I'm doing awful. Zay Swift. That's a new name. He must have added to the list later. I've not only just recognised, I've only just seen him on the list. He's sixth with 788. Seventh is Luke, 732. Orest is six. Is in eighth, 673. Abe Richards, 649. Ninth. 10th, C Sykes, 605. Cooks is 11th with 575. I don't know if Cooks has been updating his team, which is probably why he's not really picked up many points. I don't know. Not sure. And at the bottom, unfortunately, is Green, Bakile, and Greenoff with 574. So yeah, that's your update on the fantasy football at the moment. I will make sure that I'm updating it regularly, guys. I do apologise for not doing that, and I'll make sure that I've got a have a screenshot so you guys can actually see it rather than just hearing me waffling on. But look, that is it for today. But yeah, thank you everyone for tuning in. Thanks for all your contributions and thanks for all your support. If you're watching this on playback, you can obviously make sure you do drop a like and comment your thoughts as well. Let me know your score predictions in the chat in the comments. Content coming out soon. I'll probably do the review to this game on Monday. There'll be 2 streams on Monday, actually, because obviously the quick turnaround, it means that we're going to have to do 2. So we'll do the preview to this, the review to this game. I mean, the preview on Monday. Not sure the timing yet, to be honest with you, but stay tuned. I will let you guys know, obviously, as soon as I know. But yeah, there'll be 2 streams on Monday. The review to this game and the preview to the Leyton Orient game, which is obviously on Tuesday night. So yeah. But look, make sure you do give me a follow on my socials down below there if you can. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're new as well. Let's try and get to 800 as quickly as we can. It would be amazing. And Ian says watch long next Tuesday. Yeah, good point. Good point. I mean, I could actually do a watch long, yeah, because I'm not going. So yeah, it's a good opportunity to do it, and it'll be on Sky Sports Plus, won't it, again on Tuesday? I would imagine. Yeah. So yeah, we'll do a watch long on Tuesday. Then yeah, absolutely. Be good. But yeah. Yeah, I do like doing it. Does give me a chance to do more watch alongs if I don't tend to go to the games, away games anyway. Um, cut down on my away games a lot this season. Although it probably would have been good content to do like a vlog as well, but it is what it is. A vlog or a watch along, we still get some content at least. Yes, but yeah, guys, have a good rest of your Friday, whatever you get up to. Hopefully, we do see the Terriers pick up 3 points this weekend. That is what we want to make it a happy weekend for us. And let's put down a marker in this game. Let's show what we can do. And let's, like I said, the schedule is absolutely relentless now. So let's start this first game after the international break with a win. And hopefully we can all be smiling as we come away from the John Smith Stadium after the game tomorrow. Brilliant live stream, mate, up the town. Yeah, big up to you, Aidan. Thank you so much. I'm glad you enjoyed it, and up the town indeed. But yeah, let's see what happens. But I'll see you all back here on Monday as we hopefully have a very happy stream to discuss the game, to discuss what happened in the game, and hopefully plenty of goals for us would be nice. Wayne says up the town indeed, Wayne. Thank you, Wayne. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Aidan. Thank you, Blue Terrier. Thank you, all of you, for coming in. Joseph as well. Thank you, everybody, for tuning into this stream. But yeah, guys, have a good rest of the evening. Have a good weekend. And if you're going to the game tomorrow, let's hope we can come away with the 3 points. But anyway, I'm waffling now, and I'm going to go. Take care, everybody, and I'll see you all very, very soon. Take care, everybody. And up the town. Always up the town.